All right. What is going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one and only Pay to Drive and Pay to Drive Vlogs, day number 1216, coming at you. That's right, everybody. If you are a delivery driver for apps like GrubHub, Postmates, DoorDash, Uber Eats, GrubHub, whatever, you should definitely be subscribed to this channel with all notifications turned on. Hit that little bell next to the subscribe button. Hit the like. Let's get 200 likes and let's jump into this. So, here we go. I got an article here from voiceofoc.org. Check this out. Huntington Beach becomes latest city to consider cracking down on food delivery app fees. Yikes. An increasing number of cities in Orange County are looking into limiting fees. Third-party food delivery apps like DoorDash and Uber Eats can charge restaurants as residents stay home and order food through the services during the coronavirus pandemic. That's what Buena Park, the latest city to act, did in February. Now, Huntington Beach is thinking of cracking down on these types of fees that can charge restaurants more than 30% of the cost of orders, often unknown to the customers on the other end. The city council could pass an ordinance on Monday to cap those fees at 15% for restaurants while limiting non-delivery fees for customers at 5% temporarily for roughly 4 months. Councilwoman Natalie Moser first proposed such an ordinance at the council's February 1st meeting, just before elected officials decided not to strip Councilman Tito Ortiz of his mayor pro tem title. A lot of restaurants intentionally avoided working with food delivery apps before the COVID-19 pandemic because the costs to their business just seemed too high, she said during the meeting. Moser said during the shutdowns, many of those restaurant owners decided to utilize those apps to keep their businesses alive, and the smaller diners don't always have the power to negotiate those fees with the third-party services. In this moment in time, we're just trying to do anything that we can to help our small businesses out and our restaurants, she said. Ortiz agreed with her, but not all the council members were on board. I've never been one for Robin Hood politics, Councilman Eric Peterson said. It's not something I can even support in a free market society. Kudos on your caring and whatever, but I don't think we should take from one to give to another to feel better, he said. Peterson added that it's the governor's restrictions that's hurting businesses, not DoorDash. Councilman Dan Kalmick said Huntington Beach has shown time and time again that Governor Gavin Newsom doesn't listen to them and criticize Peterson's argument. I understand the complete free market, but if we go down that path, it's prostitution, gambling, and all these things that should be legal. We should have no regulation on anything, and it's a silly strongman argument, he said. Councilman Mike Posey also said he can't support such an ordinance. Government should not be in the business of effectuating price controls, Posey. It's real simple to limit the cost of service and delivery. That's competition. So if there's more competition, that drives the price down. The council directed staff to come up with the ordinance with a 5-2 vote, with Peterson and Posey dissenting. The ordinance would take effect immediately if council members approve it Monday. So, what do we think about this? Well, this is no surprise. This is something that's been happening now for a while, especially since the pandemic started. Interestingly enough, there were a lot of states way before California even touched this. Out in Pennsylvania, I believe Massachusetts, Rhode Island, there were a few other places that were changing the fees because it was just killing restaurants. DoorDash and GrubHub, so they charge upwards of like 30%. That's no joke, man. And the fact remains, these restaurants are hanging on by a thread. I understand vaccines are coming out now. People are feeling a little bit more lax. Some states are allowing, indoor dining again and everything, which, it is what it is. The fact is this. We need to do it safely, right? Of course. And it needs to be done at the right time. But the fact that restaurants are hurting from these fees is no surprise to anybody. In some states, they lowered it to like 15%, down from 30. I think one was also 20%. So also, if if restaurants are getting more orders because the fees are lower, at least that means there should be potentially more orders for us to pick up, you know? And also maybe if the fees are lower for the customers possibly, then maybe they'll tip more. Maybe, you know? So guys, let me know, drivers. Tell me, what do you think about all of this? Do you think this is a good idea that they're lowering the fees or trying to lower the fees for restaurants? Or do you think they should keep it the way it is? Put your thoughts in the chat or in the comments section. I'm just curious what you all think about this, because again, this comes as no surprise to me at all that they're doing this. You know, it just seems like one city does it, then another city does it, then a town does it, then a state does it, then vice versa, you know. And like I said, it's only a matter of time, you know, and we'll see what happens with the whole pandemic thing. It seems like things are getting better and going in a better direction, and we got to just try and stay optimistic and see what happens. That's all we can do at this point, you know. It is what it is. But I do want to take this time, everybody, to thank all of our patrons over at patreon.com/PaidToDrive. If you want to sign up, links in the description down below and in the pinned top comment. When you hear your name called, say, "Hey, Pete, I heard my name." And you'll get shout outs like this: BBA Master Yoda Nottingham, Brian Pomeroy, Heidi Barnes, Alexa stop, Alexa stop, Alexa stop. There we go. Garbage reminder. Brian Pomeroy, Heidi Barnes, Kurt Paul, Tulsa Todd, William Boudreau, Alan G. Van Horn, Drew Honor, Fernando Carranza, Frank Haviland, Jason Casta, Justin Case, Katie Coppin, Lulu Laura, Sarah Keston, Scott Freisner, Sherry Cassidy, Stephen Neely, Jenny Thomas, John Bonacci, Kimberly Thomas, Matt Epperson, Nick G., Terrence Pacheco, Terry DeLong, and Valerie Brown. So thank you to every single one of you. You guys are awesome. And of course, you guys already know the deal, what I'm going to say next. Make sure you all download the Get Upside Gas app. I cannot stress that enough. Make sure you download it from the link in the description. Free for your smartphone. Pump your gas. Print out your receipt. Take a picture of your receipt with the Get Upside Gas app. And within 48 hours or so, you'll get anywhere from 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back, which is pretty fantastic. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. It's called Get Upside. Links in the description down below. Make sure to download it. And of course, check out PaidToDriveStore.com for t-shirts, hoodies, and all that good stuff. Link is also in the description. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment End 401, End 401, and subscribe with all notifications on. Hit the like. Let's get 200 likes. And until next time, everybody, get that money, get that honey. Keep hustling, keep bustling, and we'll see you all here next time right here on Paid to Drive and Paid to Drive Vlogs. You guys are the best. Subscribe and all that. And we'll see you next time, everyone. Take care. Peace.